Okay, so here we are with day 10 of the cruise. First off, you may be wondering why I'm wearing a different shirt to what I usually do. However, it's one of those things where the explanation's kind of really long and convoluted for something that's really not very important, so I'm not going to bother explaining it. So today was the first in many days. Well, no, I'm using my words right there. Basically, many of the previous days we'd ported in various places, and today we didn't. Today was the first time in a while where all day was spent at sea. So not a lot to say about today. So, first off, get up, have breakfast. Nothing worthy of noting there. Then we go and go to a quiz. Now the nature of this quiz is they have do they call it a progressive quiz, where basically you do several quizzes and the score is added cumulatively. But my family hasn't been to all of them, so no chance of us winning. But anyway, we do this quiz, and the way these quizzes work is you get a kind of, I guess, you get these weird questions first, and then you get kind of normal general knowledge questions next. And the nature of the weird questions changes every day. So this time, you had a whole bunch of pictures of faces, and you had to figure out who the faces are. They're all celebrities. Now, these faces in question were all female singers. Now, I'm someone who's not really into the whole music thing. I mean, I like music, but identifying, the people who make the music, I don't really care that much. So I was of no help in this matter. My family fared better, than me, but almost all of them they couldn't get either. So we did badly there. Next was general knowledge, and we knew most of that. It was things like, actually I can't remember a single one, but just take my word for it, we did alright there. So that was the quiz done. Now what did we do next? Oh yeah, I just went back to my room and read. I did a fair bit of reading today. Well, when I say fair, I mean, by my standards, I'm a pretty slow reader. So, I guess I should mention, I've mentioned reading a few times in these videos, so I guess it's worth mentioning the book I'm reading. The book is called A Dance with Dragons, which is part of a series called A Song of Ice and Fire, which, the nature of those books is actually similar to the game I keep mentioning in these videos, Crusader Kings 2. The kind of, it's all about, looking at rulers making decisions in a sort of a world of a medieval level of technology. Both that game and that book have that similarity in that regard. But, I guess that gives you, the viewer, an insight into my interests. But anyway, so I just did some reading. Not much to say there. Eventually we did something. Oh yeah. So my dad had booked this afternoon tea. Now, I didn't know what to expect from this. I mean, for me, afternoon tea just means eating some food in the afternoon. But it was this weird thing where, you all have food on kind of reflective trays that are stacked up. And I guess it's meant to be all sort of fancy. You know, it's one of those things that, I don't know, it's one of those things you expect, like, stereotypical rich British people to have. You know, it was scones and cakes and everything on these silver trays all stacked up. Yeah, I mean, well, it was, the food was good for the most part. Had some interesting cakes. The scones were just scones, you know. I don't have much time for scones. I mean, they're better than bread, but, you know, I mean, I don't really like cream or jam or any of that stuff. But the cakes were good. The mousse was good, except it had cherries in it. Not a big fan of cherries. In fact, I think my whole family were united in not really liking the cherries, but liking the mousse. Anyway, so that was afternoon tea done. So I went back to my room and I read some more. I think I played some Crusader Kings 2 at one point. Not much to say there. Well, watch the news. I mean, you know, I want to give these videos at least a sort of timeless feel. So I'm not going to really talk about the news. But, you know, watched it. Wasn't that interested in it. Then, you know, went and had dinner. Came back up here. And there you go. So, all in all, not a lot to say about today. Today's probably one of the most, boring days. And this, as proof of this, I've basically finished everything, and we're only at 7 minutes. There's a counter at the corner of here. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Tomorrow, we go to a place called Madeira. I have no idea what to expect from there. I am literally going in blind. I don't even know if this is in Spain or Portugal. I'm just completely going in blind. So, well, I'll talk about that on the next video. So, what was the thing I always said at the end of these videos? Oh yeah, that's right. Whoever you are, thank you for watching.